Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have a MacBook. This is a MacBook Pro. The model for this one is an A1398, and this one specifically one comes with an iCore 7, is a 15-inch. The CPU model is a 4750HQ. These are a 2013 model with an 8 gig RAM. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a step-by-step how you can open it up and how you can clean up the fan system, repaste the heatsink, so you can bring the temperatures down so it doesn't overheat too much. Just remember, by repasting and cleaning your laptop, you're not going to change anything in the system. Everything's going to be left the way you had it before, so it's totally safe. I'll leave the link for every tools, everything that I use in the video description in case you want to purchase yours for yourself. And so with all this said, let's get into it. I'm going to go over the tools that I'll be using. Tool number one, a good screwdriver set. This tool set is from an iFixit screwdriver set, and these are really good. They have all the bits you need. Get the basic tool set. Don't get the pro one if you don't want to. That's a little expensive, but if you do, they give you more stuff. From this tool set, you're going to use a P5. If you purchase the pro set, they will give you an opening tool, some tweezers. If not, grab yourself a guitar pick, a metallic guitar pick, a curved or straight tweezers. That's good to have. A plastic spatula. That's good. And you need an alcohol, 99% or 98% isopropylic alcohol. The reason for this one, it's very important, is not conductive, and that's why I don't use anything over 70. Don't use any 70% alcohol. All right, we need one sheet of the workshop towel. Don't use any microfiber towels. People that can use don't use microfiber towels. Use workshop towel. The reason is when you put an alcohol on this one, I'm trying to clean up the motherboard. This will rip apart and will prevent damage on the board. So that's why I'm saying use the workshop towel. And use our new toothbrush to clean up the heatsink and fan, and a good thermal paste. You can use an Arctic MX4 for this. CPUs are really good. You want to go overboard, overkill, go with Thermal Grizzly Cryonot. Again, that's your preference, but I'll use MX4, which is really reliable and good. All right, with all that said, let's get into it. So once we have the P5 screw bit, we're going to remove all the screws on the bottom cover, and not all the screws are the same size, so they're a little different. So let's start from the corner back. We're going to remove one of the screws in the corner back, and if you pay attention, this screw has a little neck. The neck of the screw is a little longer. Now you're going to remove one at the back mid, and you're going to see this one doesn't have any neck. So they're a little different. So the small screws are the one in towards the mid back. So keep these two in a separate pile, these two. And now you're going to start going all around, and you're going to remove the rest of the screws. All these screws, they are the same size and height. So don't worry about mix matching the rest. Go ahead and remove all of them. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. I appreciate that. So now that we removed all of them, you're going to grab it from the back, the cover here, and you're going to lift it up towards the front. Ooh, and we can see all this bottom cover super dirty. So you can take it outside, even wash it out, leave it for dry. Down here we can see the battery, even everything, all this dirt is inside the battery. On top of the battery, lots of dust build up, and I can see one of the riser is broken in here. I'll make a video how to fix this riser. For now, I'm just gonna ignore it. It's not broken. And the battery connector is right in here. So first thing first, we want to disconnect the battery. Just lift up this plastic here, and we see the battery. You want to put your fingers at the side and bring it upward, just like that, so you can disconnect it. Bend it back so it doesn't go towards the front. All right, we're gonna disconnect the bridge cable in here from the left to right. So just put a finger underneath, lift it up upward. Has a little adhesive to the other side, and put that to one side. All right, you can see this one goes there. This one has a little adhesive, but this one actually broke off. So it's been a long. I think they never serviced this one out, so that's why it is all dried up. So that's why I'm saying always clean up your laptop regularly. I can see dust build up in there. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna disconnect the Wi-Fi cables here, Just lift them up like that. And we're gonna disconnect, slide back this, I think it's a webcam connector, yes, I believe. So you want to slide it towards the pan and it will get disconnected. Lift it up, put it to one side. Right. We're gonna use the same P5. We are gonna remove the screws on the heatsink, remove 4 of the screws. Oh no, actually it's not a P5. I think this is a letter, a torque screw. I think it's a T5 or T6. I believe it's a T torque 5. Yeah, this is a torque 5. Remove the 4 screws that touches the heatsink in the middle. I'm not gonna remove this one because this one is broken. And then you wanna remove the screw on the side in here. These are the same screw, just grab it, put it on the side. And this one is a little bit different than the other one in there. Okay, let's see, this plastic in here. There we go. So this one is a little shorter, the different side. I don't know why they use so many different screws. Now you wanna grab it and bring it up, and there we have it. Oh, somebody serviced it and they put a horrible thermal paste. I can see that it's not even touching it properly. Look at that. There's a dead spot right in there. So, and we can see this dust buildup in here. We gotta clean up everything, so we're gonna remove that. We're gonna remove the fan. So first we're gonna disconnect it. Lift up the latch right in here on the side, 90-degree upward. Be careful with them. 90-degree up, and then you wanna slide it back. You're gonna remove the screws for this one. These are the same type of screws. One of the screws is a little different. I don't know if somebody opened it up and they changed the screw so you can mark where you remove the screw so you know what type they are. Because these two are the same. The one in the corner is a little flatter. So we're gonna take it outside, use a toothbrush to clean it. Same thing here. This one, it is flat too. So there's one flat one and 2 skinny ones. All right, so remove this fan. Again, take it outside and clean it. And you can go ahead and remove the SSD too. So there's a dust underneath. So remove one screw on the SSD and lift it up a little bit, 45-degree angle only a little bit, and just slide it back. Don't lift it up too much. Look at all that dust right underneath. So we can clean up that. So we're gonna take the whole laptop outside. I'm gonna use a toothbrush, just clean up the board, make sure every dust, every little bit of them is cleaned, and I'll be back in a sec. So I'll take this one outside too, and then we're gonna repaste. Let's move this ones up a little bit. I clean up the fan, the heatsink, and the bottom case. Now we're gonna repaste and clean it. So what you wanna do, you wanna grab a little workshop towel, you wanna soak it in an alcohol, and now we're gonna remove the oil. Just do it in a circular motion. You're just trying to wipe something like that. Trying to remove the excess. You can see this riser is broken. So watch my other video. If your riser is broken, watch the video I'm gonna make how to repair them. But in this video, I'm just gonna do exclusive, not waste time for those people that they don't have their risers broken. I don't know what kind of garbage thermal paste is this. Makes a mess. Always use a good brand thermal paste. Don't use anything like the one that they have in here. Now that we cleaned it up, we're gonna just put the thermal paste. We're gonna put one big drop right in the main die and one tiny drop on the secondary die. That's the PCS chip or the Southbridge chip. Right. Once we have that one in place, we're gonna bring the heat. Before we do that, let's put the fan in. So just put the fans in. This one goes on this side. I always try to put the connector in before I put the fan inside there. So I would just slide it inward inside the connector and lock it down, and then drop the fan in place. Same thing on this side. You want to push the fan connector in and lock the jack in there and put the fan and put the 3 screws on the fan. Remember, 2 of the screws are really skinny screws that go on the right side, and one, the big head flat one, goes right. This was big head one, I'll call it, goes right in here. What you want to do, you want to grab it, just put it in there, put the corner side in there first, and then bring it down and just drop it over. And then you want to put the 4 screws that you removed on top. Just remember this one, the chrome one, little big one, goes on the left side. And this weird screw shape with a little riser on it goes on the right side. And then you put the 4 screws on the X clamp. Always cross screw them. Don't go clockwise or counterclockwise. Always cross screw them. So that way the thermal paste evenly spreads all over the crystal die. Right. Put the storage. There's a tiny cut on the board, so it only goes in one way. And then slide it all the way in there. It clicks in, and then put the tiny screw right over. There we go. Now what you want to do here is to guide these cables through these rails and slide in the connector for the webcam and push it inside the jack. And the Wi-Fi connector, the Bluetooth Wi-Fi combo, and just snap the connector, push them down on the board. Align them nicely and then gently just push them. You're gonna feel this tiny click in there. Grab this bridge connector, just push down in there, it clicks in. And this rubber feed has a little adhesive, put it right on top. It guides the airflow. So put it right there on top, it's not gonna go anywhere. Including that one. Once you're done with that, grab the battery connector and push it in the connector. If you want to put a double-sided adhesive in here, so you can put it double-sided and put this one right over. All right, once you're done with all this, pretty much double check, make sure everything is in place, and then grab the bottom cover, put it over, and tighten up the screws. Just remember the screws that the 2 small ones, they go on the top mid, and the rest, they're the regular screws that you are left with. Again, I hope you guys liked this video and helped you guys out to do your own service and cleaning for your MacBook Pro 2013 model. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Just gonna finish up putting up the bottom screws.